Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about another exclusive principle of energy management. And this one is on food, our diet, the food that we eat. I know it is quite different from the previous videos, but today we are going to share the effect of food and our diet that we consume, especially on our thinking capacity, on our creativity, and also on our meditations. Okay, so according to many sciences, and especially in India, the food is normally divided into three categories. Okay, so there is something called as tamasic food, there is something called as rajasic food, and something called as satvik food. Okay, so now all these different three types of foods have a different impact, especially on our brain. So the purpose of having this in our energy management program is to make us realize that it is always not just negative emotions, negative thoughts, but many a times it is just the food which can also have the capacity either to drain our energies or to enhance our energies. Okay, so let us talk about the first segment, which is called as tamasic food. Now tamasic food is actually all that type of food which is processed a lot, preserved a lot, and in short words it is like stale food. So any food that is packaged, processed too much, has a lot of preservatives in it, all those types of food, they actually come under the tamasic category. Even very heavy non-vegetarian food, in fact all the non-vegetarian food also come in the bracket of tamasic category. Now what is the effect of tamasic food on our brains? The effect of tamasic food on our brains is it makes our brain lethargic. Okay, if you have watched our last episode, we discussed the benefits of meditation. So once you get started with your meditation, you will experience that sometimes you end up feeling sleepy during meditation. If that is happening, that means you have, one of the reasons why that is happening is you've had a tamasic diet. Sometimes in your meditations, your thought keeps jumping a lot. You think about one thing, you think about another thing. There is constant jumping of thoughts, and the mind is overactive. The overactive mind is the fruit of having a lot of rajasic food. And then there are some meditation experiences where your mind is still, at the same time it is alert, at the same time it is active. That is the effect of satvik food. Now, as we discussed, tamasic food is basically all those food which is preserved, which is packaged, especially too much of heavy food which is there in the restaurants, especially which has been cooked, cooked and recooked and reheated many times. So basically all these foods which are packaged, reheated, like some of the restaurants, they have cooked something in the morning, but they keep on reheating, and then they serve it. So even if it is full of vegetables, full of fruits, we think that we are eating it, but we have to check whether is it processed too many times or it is reheated too many times. The food actually, the same food turns into tamasic food, and the effect will be, let's take practical examples. The effect will be like, if you are in business, you will not feel the same high energy levels, especially your thinking capacity will not be very high. If you are especially in a creative line of business, you will see that you will fall short of new ideas, you will fall short of new inspirations, because somehow your system, your brain has become sluggish, has become lethargic because of excessive tamasic intake. This is the effect of tamasic intake. Now the second one is the rajasic food. Now rajasic food basically means all different types of flavors. Like especially in India, we have like many types of flavors, something spicy, something sweet, something sour, something salty, something different types of flavors. So when you end up having in one meal, you end up having like a variety of flavors. The effect on your brain is it makes your brain overactive, and it also makes you overthink, and it also keeps jumping very easily from one topic to another topic, from one thought to another thought. So when you are sitting in meditation, you will find it very difficult to still your mind. It is very difficult to keep your mind on hold or keep your mind stable or still if your consumption is extremely of a rajasic category. Now you will often see that this is very interesting. You'll often see that if you've gone to a restaurant, and especially if you've had like a heavy dinner, especially at a late hour, say around 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, after that you will see, just to survive or even to go back home or to feel alert, you will need like a glass of Coke or a bottle of Coke, something to give you that kick. Many people have this habit. They have to have Coke with it. Why? Because when you have extremely tamasic food, it slows your system. It makes your system very lazy, lethargic, sluggish. Now, Coke is it's almost like a sugar shot. I'm sure we have seen enough videos and enough information. So it's almost like a sugar shot. So it is like something extremely rajasic. So, because you're slowing down too much, you need something to give you that kick. So you need a glass of Coke after every heavy meal or during a very heavy meal. So that is the effect of rajasic food. Now coming to the third category, which is highly recommended, especially if you want to manage your energies well, and if you want to be a great performer, and if you want to have a brain or a mind that is intuitive, and that is the satvik category. Satvik food is basically food that is fresh, food that is as raw as possible. So like even if you're having a fruit, like say you're having an apple, so if you cut an apple, you leave it for about 15-20 minutes, you will see that all the prana, all the energy from that apple will get leaked. So the idea is to have it as raw as possible. Then the fresh prana goes into your system. It immediately makes your brain alert, active, at the same time not overactive. So it is an amazing combination of an alert brain, an active brain, and an intuitive brain, because it is also still inside. So a diet which is full of fresh food, which is full of fresh vegetables, raw items, that keeps your energy levels extremely high. Of course, this is not my subject of expertise. This is the little that I have got to know from various dietitians. Especially, I would like to give credits to Master Hector, one of our senior pranic healing instructors, from whom we learned the importance of diet. So whatever I'm sharing today is actually from his lectures, and which actually helped me a lot in improving the quality of my meditations. So I just felt like sharing this, and of course you can find more information, get more details about it. But yes, when it comes to managing energies, our diet, our intake has a deep impact on your thinking process, especially your brain. People often are careful about their diet just because of keeping your weight under check. But how about also taking care of your diet in making sure that our intuition, our energy level is under check? So that is another perspective to having the right diet, the right consumption of food. So to summarize, let's not forget that what food we take in has an impact on our energy levels. So let us be more aware about this, and let's try to have more and more sattvic items in our diet as much as possible. Okay, so stay tuned. See you again next Friday. Do not forget to like, comment or share as much as possible to your near and dear loved ones. Thank you very much.